Hey guys, it's Mal. How are you? So today is a little different. It's a little bit of a different kind of a video blog. I actually want to tell you guys my story, my testimony. Some of you probably know little bits and pieces of it, but I feel like it's really important for you guys to know how I got to where I am today, because it's quite a journey, and I want to be able to encourage you guys and inspire you guys, and know that you can do anything and that you can fight your way through whatever you may be going through. And so I'm just going to start from the beginning, and that started when I got into NYU for drama, which, being an actress my whole life, that was my dream, my goal, and moved to New York City. I couldn't believe it. It was a dream come true. Felt like God had opened this amazing door for me, and I beat out 3,500 kids for it, and it was perfect, and it was meant to be, and all this stuff. And I got there, and within a week I started getting really tired, and then another week I started getting headaches, another week I started getting nauseous, and by a month being there, I was so sick. And I went to the doctor, and they said, well, you're either depressed, you have AIDS, or you're pregnant. And I was like, okay, let's look at these. Depressed, why would I be depressed if I just got my dream come true of moving to New York? AIDS, I've not been playing with, any needles off the street. And pregnant, unless, I'm the next Virgin Mary, that's not really it either. So I was like, somebody please help me, tell me what's going on, because I've been sick for a month. And finally, after about 2.5 months of testing and hospitals and doctors, and my mom had to move to New York, and we were living out of a hotel. She had to help me, take me to school in a cab and help me get it there. I was so weak and so tired and so sick. I finally got diagnosed with West Nile virus, and which you get from a mosquito bite. And I just remember hearing it and was kind of shocked, like, what? I mean, those are the things that happen to everyone else. They don't happen to you. But, and then I found out it was West Nile encephalitis, which means it's an infection of the brain. So I had brain damage from it. And by Halloween, I ended up in the hospital, and I had a nonstop headache 24 hours a day, at, like, on the scale of 1 to 10, like a 27. It was the worst pain I'd ever imagined in my life, worse than I could have imagined. And I was eventually told that I had to go home, and I couldn't stay at NYU, stay in New York. I had to go back to Nebraska, which at that point was like, telling me I was going to jail or something. And I cried myself to sleep for like 3 nights, and I was mad, angry, frustrated, disappointed. I couldn't understand why God would give me this amazing gift and open this door, and I would be walking through and he would slam it in my face. Why? It's like we always question, why when these kinds of things happen. And I was angry at myself for not being strong enough to stick it out, and I was angry at God for letting it happen. And one night, as funny as it may sound to some of you, God really spoke to me and just said that he didn't do this to me, but he did allow it to happen, and that he had a plan for my life and a will for my life, and that if I would surrender the control that I was holding on to so tightly of my plan, of my will, that he would take care of me, and that he was with me every step of the way, and that I needed to go through this in order to be able to do what I wanted to do later, and what he wanted me to do later. And after that, I just decided I was going to fight. And through the last 5 years, I have fought through 119 doctors, through flying all over the country for different treatments. I get every other month, I get Botox in my head. I get 20 to 30 shots in my head of Botox. So if you want to see something funny, this is my eyebrows down, this is my eyebrows up. They don't move. And then I also get Botox in my stomach, and so they have to like put me out and go down my throat, and because my stomach got paralyzed, And for a while here, we thought I was going to lose my colon. And I'm still on about 20 pills a day. And now I'm working off the medication. And, I still have bad days. And I started this company in bed, on bed rest. And I started it because I was bored and had nothing else to do, and God just kind of gave me this vision. And so I just started it, and I never in a million years would have dreamed I would have ended up here. And there have been so many difficult times, so much pain. I mean, there's still nights, now when I am, in excruciating pain. I've had PICC lines up my arm that I had to be fed through an IV for months on end. Actually, the last one was this past winter. If you guys notice, I'm wearing long sleeves and everything because I have a PICC line in my arm. So I've been running this company and doing all these things with this illness, and it's really a testament to God and to the strength He's given me, because I wouldn't be able to do it without Him. Actually, there's a verse that that He gave me one day that I just kind of opened my Bible to, and I've clung to this verse for 5 years now. It's Romans 5. 3 through 5, and it says, "We rejoice in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not disappoint us because God has poured out His love into our hearts by the Holy Spirit whom He's given us." So basically, He's just saying that through suffering, we learn, we grow, and now I'm able to empathize with people. I'm able to empathize with so many people who are ill or are just going through a really crappy time. And that is so amazing to me. And I cherish those moments when I get to encourage someone and say, you know what, I've been there. I know what that feels like. And now, I mean, NYU was great, but God has opened so many other windows for me. They always say when God closes the door, He opens a window. Well, He opened a full wall of windows, but it took a while. I had to wait. I had to be patient. I had to go through so much pain and agony, but God was with me every step of the way. And that's what really inspired me to start this company, because I wanted to not only share style and beauty tips, which during this whole illness really encouraged me and would just give me an extra, skip in my step, even though I wasn't able to walk, so skip in my wheelchair. When they would take me to the hospital, it would just make me feel better to have, cute pajamas, or, I would buy a purse, or get a winter coat, and those things just made such a difference. Looking at, Fashion Week photos and learning, new hair techniques and all these things made such a big difference in my life. So I wanted to share it with women, but I also want to share with you stories from my life and inspiration, and be able to answer any questions you have, and really just be someone that can listen and who understands that whether it's, your parents are getting divorced, you're getting divorced, you're going through an illness, you're going through a hard time, a death in the family, whatever it may be, I know that I'm feeling or have felt the same way that you're feeling. And I just want to be here for you guys. And, I pray for you guys, and you're kind of like an extended family. And so that's why I wanted to share this story with you. And especially with the launch of the new Themalpearson, I really wanted to share it. And, this is kind of my, I don't know what I'm basing my new site on, kind of my mission statement, I guess you could say. And I'm really, really excited to be able to share kind of a new side of myself with you guys. And I have to find it. Here it is. So it's 2 Philippians, and it says, "If you've gotten anything at all out of following Christ, if his love has made any difference in your life, if being in a community of the Spirit means anything to you, if you have a heart, if you care, then do me a favor. Agree with each other, love each other, be deep-spirited friends. And that's what I want with you guys. I want to be deep-spirited friends, and I have gotten so much out of the love of Christ and God, and I just want to love you guys, and I want you guys to know that you can always ask me any question, that I will always be around to be someone who can listen and, a shoulder to cry on, even if it's virtually. But, this whole experience has made me so much stronger than I could have ever imagined. And I say this and people think I'm crazy, but if I could go back to that moment when that mosquito bit me and I could have flicked it away, I wouldn't. I would let it bite me again. And I would go through these 5 years of hell, and who knows how much longer until God heals me, or medicine heals me. I would still let that mosquito bite me because of what I've learned and because of the person I've become.